United win. Come on! Okay, here we go. 4 wins in a row, 2 wins in a row in the Premier League for the first time this season. This is Palace at home, Manchester United, Sunday, 2nd of February. I'm mentioning the date because obviously the transfer window shuts on the 3rd of February as well, and it has been a mental weekend already. Marcus Rashford is no more. He is now a villain, and I don't mean that, like I said earlier on in the live show, by what he's done at Manchester United recently. He's signing for Aston Villa. He's gone on loan, and this will be the first game where Marcus Rashford is no longer a Manchester United player. Here we go from Romano, said it earlier on today. Manchester United's squad is what it is right now. We have got Dorgu, who's probably going to be presented today. We've got Aidan Heaven, who's probably going to be at the stadium today as well. Manchester United off the back of 3 straight wins in all competitions, including 2 good wins in Europe and a 4-out victory against Fulham. It is turning into a positive right now. And Manchester United have to hit this crest of the wave and stay on it for as long as they possibly can. And that means momentum. That means winning games. That means, like Ruben Amorim says, earning the right for time by winning games, because the pressure is not on when you're winning games. Therefore, you have got time to work on other things. United, in doing what they did in Europe last week, in winning that game over in Romania, have now given themselves that knockout phase victory, and they're going straight into March football in Europe, basically, knockouts. So no games in February in Europe, no midweek pile-ups. We've got a game next week against Leicester in the FA Cup, and it's just normal domestic football. Let's get our domestic football in order, and then we can hit Europe again in March. But will we be seeing new players coming in now in the next couple of days? Will we see one more player coming? I'm looking forward to seeing Dorgu. We're being told that Aidan Heaven is going to go right into the Manchester United first team squad. So that's no messing around there. That's not seen as an academy signing, really, going off reports, which is massive. So another defender in, 2 more defenders in if you count Dorgu as well. And that really, looking at it, is bolstering Manchester United's ranks, because you've got players there that are going to feature rather than being sat on the bench like Anthony doing nothing, like Rashford staying at Carrington training while the team is there. We've actually got squad members that are going to be in and can feature. And that's the difference right now. And going into these next few months, and the last few months of the season even, you've got to feel a little bit more upbeat as to where you was going into the back end of 2024. It felt like the pits, didn't it? It didn't look like we could buy a win. But now, 5 wins in our last 6 in all competitions. Palace today, it's absolutely massive. Absolutely huge for United today. I say it every single week, but it just keeps on getting more and more, because this is 4 wins in a row. For Manchester United to be one of the teams this season to not have back-to-back wins in the Premier League, it's unheard of. It's embarrassing. Let's just put it to bed. We can climb up. In fact, Marcus Rashford's going to Aston Villa. We can be 5 points behind them in 8th if we get the win today. And look, all any United fan right now is thinking, let's get us high up that table. Let's win a trophy. Let's get back in Europe next season. And then we'll reassess and we'll go for it big time in the summer. That's all we've got to do right now. So top 8, that's just the same as what it was last year. If we can get an FA Cup, or even better, a Europa League trophy in that as well, then that is better, because the structure and the culture of the club has changed, and the football is gradually getting that little bit better. It's a massive season for Manchester United. And you know what? This could be one of the biggest seasons in the club's history for reasons that you wouldn't expect. We're looking at probably one of our worst seasons ever in the Premier League right now, but could be one of the most significant seasons in our history, like I said, in terms of what's happened off the pitch, what's happening on it gradually, the status of the football club, the culture, like I said, everything all in one. It's been an absolutely amazing January for Manchester United. It has. Results-wise, on the pitch, what's happening off the pitch, besides everything match day content, ticket-wise and everything like that. Obviously, Ineos have done good business in this January transfer window, and I'm feeling positive going into the game. Look, it could be completely washed away and Palace could absolutely smash us to pieces again, like they have done the last few times we've played them. Last season they beat us twice. Obviously they drew with us 0-0 earlier on this season. We've not scored a goal against Crystal Palace in our last 3 Premier League games against them. So I'm under no illusion as to what is in front of Manchester United today, and it is a tough old game. I think they're going to give us 20 times more problems than what Steaua Bucharest did. So that second half performance, where it was upbeat, where it was nice to see, and a bit more of a confident sort of looking Manchester United side, I don't think we're going to get that today. I think it's going to be a hard watch. But what we have to be is solid again, determined, and stay with it. We cannot let this mentality drop problem creep into our game again, which we know it is going to do if the chips are down and things are going wrong. We've got players in this team now that I think have turned over a new page. And this may seem like I'm clutching at straws a little bit, but the fact that Eriksen and Casemiro got game time in the week is big. Collier getting more game time, Agate being rested, Mainu finding a new position, a rejuvenated Garnacho. If we just had a bloody striker that could score us a bastard goal, we wouldn't be laughing right now. We would. We would be in a different place altogether. But we've got options is what I'm trying to say. We've got players that are actually in form. Dalot got a goal from wing back. I think he'll start again on the left-hand side today. I think he'll be the wing back on the left. I don't know who it is on the right. We could really put Ahmad on the right-hand side and keep him in the team. Had half a game, rested in midweek, so that's not bad for him. Obviously, minutes being maintained and nurtured right now by Ruben Amorim, I think is really good, and we could see the benefits of this coming into this last part of the season now, especially with these gaps in between the games as well, and more training time and rest time and recovery for the players now over this next month. Could be crucial in what Ruben's done over this last couple of months in resting players and playing them in bit parts with the rotation that he's got going on. So, yeah, Ahmad on the right, Dalot on the left. And the midfield is probably going to be Collier and Ugarte again. I'm going to play Mainu, Bruno. Actually, this would be crazy, and everyone's going to call me out on this one here right now. I would love to play Garnacho, Mainu, and Bruno as a number 9. That's what I would play. I would go with that. That would be my team. I think that is everything that needs to happen in terms of Manchester United's and the lineup today for us. I think that gives us a different dimension altogether. It gives us loads of energy in the front line. It gives us that solid base in central midfield. I just feel like right now United are in a position where we can start moving around things. We can start actually getting everything in place and moving everything across in terms of the energy level side of things, the balance of the team, actual reliability up front, everything that's actually happening with United right now, I think is an opportunity and a bit of a blessing. I think play Bruno at 9 as a false 9. Let him do all of that there. I think he's our best striker right now. He's the only one who's going to have a shot, for God's sake. And Garnacho and Mainu in behind him for that control and creativity. And then you've got that solid base of Agate and Collier in the middle, with options off the bench for creation and experience in Eriksen and Casemiro. You've got attacking wing backs, which are going to need to give us that option today because it's going to be a solid base from Crystal Palace. And I don't even care who plays in the back three because I feel confident with all of them right now. The only other decision I would make is playing Bayindir in goal. I think he needs to stay as number 1. We look better, we look quicker coming out of the back. There's no sort of like nervousness around the team when Bayindir's got the ball compared to when Onana's got it. So when I look at that, that's my team. I'm fully confident going into today. I feel like we are going to have a tough game, but we can get the win. And I think we have got a core of players now that are fully invested in Ruben Amorim. And you cannot take away the significance of Marcus Rashford leaving his football club and not being part of this now. That is absolutely huge. And these players now should jump onto that as a confidence boosting thing where Ruben Amorim has taken away 2 of the biggest players at this football club. And now we're dealing with players that should look at Ruben Amorim and say, he's relying on us now. He thinks that we're the players that are going to take this team forward. Use it. You know what? Suck it in. Be a United player. Come on, United. Massive win today. It's just going to be 1-0 though. Get your comments in below. Give the video a like. Subscribe to that button that is on your screen right now. And I'll see you after the game. United win. Come on!